Hey guys, it's me again. I am going to do the baby tag today. So, we're here with Juliana. Say hi, mama. You want to say hi? You blow kisses already? You don't even know them yet. Just kidding. Number 1, your baby's weight and height at birth. Juliana's height was 21 inches and she weighed in at 8'5". So 8 pounds, 5 ounces. 2, how many newborn diapers, size 1, and what brand did I like? Newborn diapers, she was in it for about 3 weeks, I would say. And then size 1, she was in it for the longest time. I would say around 4 to 5 months she was in it. And then what brand did I like? I liked Pampers Sensitive, the ones you usually get at the hospital, just because her skin was so bad when she was little, and still a little bit now, but not as bad. Number 3, how long in newborn clothes and 0 to 3 month clothes? I would say about 3 to 4 weeks she was in it, so a month. And then she switched to 0 to 3 month clothing, and that was for, I would say, 4 to 5 months. Number 4, what size diaper bag would you recommend? And what brand? The size I would recommend is, like, you know, the typical size. I would say it's medium. Not the really big ones and not the really small ones, just because you need to have enough space. And the one, no brand in particular, but a lot of the baby bags nowadays, they're coming out with the ones that have the latches on the side. So it's the bag and then they have 2 latches. Those 2 latches connect to the stroller. 5, did you use your swing? I think I should have skipped this one because I don't even have I didn't even have a swing for Juliana. 6, would you recommend buying a play mat? Yes, I recommend buying a play mat. Juliana used hers. She had a few. She used them a lot. She's very early in everything. Like, she crawled early, she rolled over early, she, you know, everything. She sat up early. So the play mat came in handy for her, and I got it when she was really, really young, so she used it really well. 7, would you recommend buying a bouncy seat? Now, I think they're talking about, like, the sleepers that bounce, like you shake it, or it's vibration or whatever, or if they're talking about the ones that have the toys around it. Regardless, both of them are very, very handy. 8, would you recommend a bassinet and a pack and play? I recommend the pack and play, but the bassinet, I personally don't recommend it. If you got a crib, use the crib, don't use the bassinet. But the reason why I don't recommend a bassinet is because, 1, I spent like $80 on mine, and there was no reason for me to spend it, because she was already rolling over. The first week, like, when I was at the hospital, they yelled at me because they thought I was putting her on her side, but I wasn't even putting her on her side. So, I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't recommend. 9, did your child use a soother, and what brand? She did use, I call it, well, a lot of Spanish people call it un bobo. She used the bobo for, and that's pacifier. She used the bobo for up until she was about, I would say, 13 months. I was a month over, but I just felt bad for her. So she doesn't use it anymore, and the brand she used was Nook. It's the traditional old-fashioned binkies. She didn't use the one that you get at the hospitals now that you can put your finger in it. She didn't use that one. She only used the traditional one. Number 10, one must-have item. I would say one of the must-have items that I get now, because she gets, like, frequent colds because the weather here is just, like, one day it's summer, the next day is, you know, like, one day is really, really hot, and then the next day is really, really cold. So the one I would suggest is the one thing I would suggest that is a must-have item is Boogie Wipes. Boogie Wipes is the must-have item. Like, you need to have that because it has saline water in it, so it just, all the crusties and all the nasty stuff. I hate when my daughter walks around with a nasty face, dirty. So, like, you wipe it off and everything comes off. So it works out really well. An item you wouldn't have bought, and that was number 11. An item that I wouldn't have bought was the bassinet. I think that was, like, money that could have been spent somewhere else, some diapers or something. But I mean, it is what it is. You gain some, you lose some. 12. Any advice for breastfeeding and bottle feeding? Bottle feeding, I was buying the cheap bottles, but then I realized if I get like Playtex, the ones that has like the bottles here and then it has the screw in the bottom and then it has like this little rubber piece inside of it, the air sucks out, like you hear the air sucking out. And I think that was the best thing that I used. And then I just felt like she burped easier, everything. She didn't digest a lot of air, none of that stuff, so it worked out really well. What worked to calm your baby? The one thing that a lot of people realize that calms Juliana, all my family, friends, everybody says it, is that the only way she stays quiet is, one, if there's any noise that's going around, like she has to have something on, she has to listen to something, or well, the one thing that I always stick by, and when Juliana's sleepy, she'll even do it, is rocking. She'll she'll literally go like this and like push, like her head's right here and she'll just keep going like this because she wants to go to sleep. 14, what was your bedtime routine? My bedtime routine right now for Juliana is at 9 or 10 o'clock. I know it's really late, but she sleeps long. She sleeps a 10-hour night, so she sleeps good. And if I can put her, if I want to put her down early, I can put her down earlier, but I sleep late, so I put her down when I go down. But the routine is that she has her she gets her bath, she has her bottle, and then after she has her zippy, I let her watch a little bit of TV, and then me and Aaron, which is my fiance, we read a book to her, and then after we read her the book, she goes down to sleep. 15, your hair / eye color and your partner's, and what's the outcome on the babies. Aaron's hair is dark brown. It has like strands of blonde and red. And then mine, I have brown hair. This is dyed. I have brown hair, and like this is my hair color. And my eyes are brown and Aaron's eyes are brown. He has a lighter brown and I have a little bit darker. And Juliana's, she has dark brown eyes and brown hair. You'll see her in the video. She's just, I try to keep her through the whole video. I've recorded this twice. I try to keep her through the whole video, but she was like yelling and screaming. And I was like, I don't think anybody wants to see that, so I'm just gonna record it by myself, and then I'll put a beginning clip of her, and then later on throughout the first video when she was happy, I'll just put it at the bottom, at the end of the video. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Feedback is the best thing ever. Comment, like, please, and subscribe. So I will be making a video tomorrow. I'm not sure, so it's kind of going to be like a surprise. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.